EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. If you look at this Bronco defense, they've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense for the Broncos, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Mayfield. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
1st down, Kansas City.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Mayfield looks to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That'll give him 8 that time. 3rd and 7 now.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no gain on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Motion man is Shakir. Barkley, toss play left. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Again, it's Barkley. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
1st and goal, Kansas City.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Barkley is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole 1st drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Davis is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
It's not often you talk about statement drives coming right at the start of a game, but that was some statement there. That drive took them the length of the field, and as I look at the clock, ate up nearly the entire first quarter as well. Great work up front, clearing space, and an ideal finish on the touchdown run.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Ward. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brings up 2nd down at the 22-yard line.
Second and 16.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80. Go.
Throwing is Ward. The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ready. 60 by 60 by.
Ward. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Sets up 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did something with that.
I credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. Mayfield on play action. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. I think you would agree. Just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a toss right to Barkley. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Throwing, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3.
Regular. What's up?
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Now Ward. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Cougar 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
From the gun, Ward. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
35-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 35, here's 2nd and 9.
180.
To throw, Mayfield. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
The toss out to Barkley. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
180.
They'll go to Barkley again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. 3rd and 3.
Set. 180. Set.
Here's Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Set. 180. Hurry. What's up?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point laid down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 70 Lions. Check. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Crowley. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Oh, the return is Reed. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Hey, 130, 180. What's up?
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
180! Point it right,
Mayfield down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
20!
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Run. 180, done.
Looking to throw. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
180! What's up?
They'll run wide side here with Barkley. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from going up by 30. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Let's go now.
To throw, here's Ward. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ward. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Again, it's Ward. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 8.
Now a handoff up the middle. Crowley. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Ward. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Come on. Set. 70, Timber Wolf. Go.
Back to throw. Ward. Throw left side. And he lost the football. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Real. 180, done.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A gain of 16 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
Set.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Set. Done.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield has his man. It's Shakir. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line.
20.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win. Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Good. 180. What's up?
And they will take a knee here.
Good. 180. What's up?
And they take a knee.
Good. 180. What's up?
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Ready?
2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try it down with Irving, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
180! What's up?
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee.
What's up?
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Kansas City, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.